what you want to see here on Service Electric Camp SEN TV. See what I did there? Welcome to the Musikfest preview show. That's right, Musikfest starts today at noon. Of course, here heading into the final weekend of festing in 2022. I'm Jon Lunger, joined by my friend Mary Beth Golab from St. Luke's University Health Network. Mary Beth, thanks so much for starting today with us here on the live preview show at Camp SEN.
Well, thanks so much for having me, John. Appreciate the time.
Absolutely. And of course, St. Luke's University Health Network, a long-standing partner with ArtsQuest and Musikfest. And we are here to talk about a couple incredibly exciting things. First and foremost, I have recently learned that when you celebrate 150 years of something, it's called a sesquicentennial, and that's what St. Luke's is celebrating this year.
Yes, absolutely. It's hard to believe. You know, St. Luke's Hospital was the first community hospital here in the Lehigh Valley, and we've been operating since 1872, which is incredible.
Incredible, and that history tied directly to helping Bethlehem Steel and the employees thereof. Certainly with all of the people coming to Bethlehem to work at the plant 150 years ago, St. Luke's was that hospital, and certainly the location here in Fountain Hill makes a ton of sense when you think about that.
Absolutely, yeah. Unfortunately, there are a lot of injuries at Bethlehem Steel, as an example, and you know, these workers had to travel long distances to Philadelphia and New York, and unfortunately, you know, didn't survive the trip. So fast forward, the creation of St. Luke's Hospital here in Bethlehem. And
there's some wonderful historical photos and history at the Visitor Center presented by St. Luke's at Steel Stacks and outside of it as well, including ambulances that were horse-drawn carriages, which makes perfect sense when you say it out loud and you think about it, but until you think about it that first time, it blew my mind of oh yeah, of course, that's how it worked.
Right, yeah, I mean, there were no paved roads back then, and we had to make transport somehow, so horse and buggy, perfect sense.
And y'all have come just a little bit from those days. I mean, you're doing things like robotic surgery now.
Right.
So to go from the horse and carriage and buggy ambulances of 150 years ago to the cutting edge healthcare that you're performing here, incredible. And
right.
Such an amazing part of the community, and we're so glad to have you here.
Well, thank you. Yeah, and you know, we're still operating the oldest school of nursing in the country. And we have the region's first and only regional medical school as well. So still working on those medical innovations every single day.
Very cool. And that is affiliated with
Temple.
Yeah, with Temple University.
St. Luke's, yes.
Spoiler alert, if you stick around, we're going to be talking to a Temple University alum here in a few minutes. But that's all you get about that for now. Because I want to talk about something else. It's something that I like to participate in because it balances out my poor behavior eating at Musikfest. So excited that once again you're doing the walking challenge as part of Musikfest and as part of your Get Your Tail on the Trail initiative.
Yes. You know, we're thankful to partner again on the second annual Musikfest Walking Challenge. So, you know, we just want to encourage everybody to get their tail on the trail and log 10 miles because you still have time before August 14th. And if you do that, you have the chance to win 2023 Musikfest main stage front row tickets, which is awesome.
Right, and just so I know, for me it's pretty early in the morning. I'm under caffeinated because of the long days that we have here. But you said 2023. You'll walk at the fest this year, and next year you get to enjoy the reward of possibly attending a show that we don't know what it's going to be yet in the front row, and I think that is very cool.
Exactly. Exactly.
So how do people participate in that? There's a website that you go to, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Musikfest Challenge is really part of an overall program called Get Your Tail on the Trail. And this program was started by St. Luke's and the DNL, and it's a free community initiative that really just encourages people to get out and get active. So no matter where you exercise, whether it's on the DNL Trail, 165 miles, or at the gym, or in your community, and however you exercise, whether you're walking, running, biking, eating.
I earned that. I can't even really be that upset about that.
You have the opportunity to log your miles and earn free stuff. And the same thing holds true for the Musikfest Challenge.
That's very cool. I love free stuff, and I know everybody out there does too. We love free stuff.
Absolutely. And, we created this free web app, so it's super easy to log your miles.
Yeah.
And if, the 10 miles, you can log either on the Bethlehem North side or Bethlehem South side. You not only get the cool Musikfest badge in your profile, but again, you have the opportunity to win tickets for next year's main stage performances at Musikfest. So
very cool. I'm doing it, and I can't win, so I'm not competing against all of you. You should definitely check it out. And of course, when you see some of the volunteers from St. Luke's around the festival, make sure you thank them. That's another amazing thing that y'all do. We don't have time to talk about that more, but from the bottom of our heart at ArtsQuest, we can't thank the Health Network enough for supporting the festival, helping me get back in shape after the festival too. So make sure you pass that along to everyone at St. Luke's for us.
Well, thank you so much. And as people are walking around, we have these great lawn signs with a QR code to remind them of the Musikfest Challenge. So
it's super easy, and if I'm doing it, you have no excuse. So while you're at the festival, look for those signs, scan that QR code, and get started. Mary Beth, thanks so much for starting the day with us here.
Thank you. Appreciate it, John. Good to see you.
Good to be seen by you and by all of you watching at home. Don't go anywhere. Like I said, we've got more amazing guests, an exclusive Musikfest pre-show performance as well, and so much more here on the preview show exclusively at your home for live Musikfest coverage, SEN. We'll be back in a minute. Stay tuned. Scenes of beautiful, historic Main Street here as we start another day at Musikfest 2022. It's Thursday, and Thursday is for best friends, and I'm joined by mine, Patrick Brogan, the Chief Programming Officer at ArtsQuest, the man behind the team that books all of the talent for the festival. Patrick, thanks for stopping by.
Best fest friends right here.
Best
True.
fest. We're just fest friends.
We are fest friends.
Fest friends.
Best fest friends.
Ooh, that's not good to say. I am having a hard time talking today. I definitely feel like it's Thursday.
I'll carry you through.
Please do.
I got this segment
it's about,
for
you know what? I ask all of the questions when we're on TV, so it would be refreshing if you wanted to ask me a question, and I can kind of
lightning round right now, John.
Great.
Best thing you've eaten this festival?
French toast bites.
Best band you've seen this festival?
Oh, great question. I really enjoyed Carly Maffa's set at America Plus.
She had a new look this year. I really enjoyed it. Show you're most looking forward to coming up?
Ja Rule and Ashanti.
Show you're most looking forward to coming up on the free to the public stages?
Oh, wow. Cat Bite.
Cat Bite. And how many hours of sleep are you averaging daily right now?
Between 4 and 5.5.
All right, there you go. Good job. You did well.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I feel good. It was
now
good,
we're ready to go.
Yeah, that was a warm up. We're on live now, so everybody saw our warm up. But I feel good. I feel good. Patrick, what's your favorite thing that you've eaten at the festival so far?
We can do this all day, folks.
We could.
All day.
We're not.
John's actually in charge of taste testing every food at the festival and every menu item that's on any vendor's food, so he knows better than anyone. I thought you should have it
that
first.
Might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but I'll tell you what, it certainly feels like it. That is what we like to call the Mike Mittman exaggeration here on Service Electric. I certainly don't.
Again, the spirit of Camp SEN here.
Absolutely, and I don't eat everything. I eat a lot though, and my blood work panels after the festival definitely.
Mine too. We'll go running together.
That's a great idea.
Probably
we can get our tail on the trail with St. Luke's University Health Network, like we were just talking about. But there's so much coming up this weekend, and that's why we wanted to talk to you specifically, because there are some truly can't miss shows coming up, not only on the main stage but on the free stages as well. So what are you looking forward to on this back weekend?
427 bands from across the country, across the world descend upon Bethlehem this year for Musikfest, and we're so excited about each and every one of them. A couple coming up today, Carsey Blanton at Zinzenplatz.
Okay.
She's got a nice soulful, melodic, almost Nina Simone type sound.
Very cool.
Right here behind us, the 70s flashback band. You bet. Are we going to disco tonight? Are we going to?
We disco. I am a closet disco dancer.
Right.
Everybody knows that.
Your bell bottoms will be on.
Oh, yeah.
And so a lot of great content today, all weekend long. Red, Gold, Green is this weekend. We're both looking forward to that show.
Love Red, Gold, Green. If you're looking for them on the app, it is a little tricky because there's no vowels, right? So when you look for it, they're like a reggae, hip-hop, funk, rock band. We've had them at Steel Sax before. Amazing show. When you want to look for it on the app, though, you're going to look for Red, Gold, Green, spelled with no vowels.
And then we've also Shovels and Rope is tonight too.
Wow.
John Worthy is today. There's a lot of great music at Musikfest today. Come on down.
So for those that don't know, one of the things that you've changed the approach, and the team that you have has done such a great job with is kind of like booking headliners for the free stages, right? Some bands that are on their way up, those bands that like 5 years from now you're like, hey, do you remember when, right? Like famously the Dixie Chicks shut down the old America plots back in the day, or last year on the main stage with some country artists coming
Sam
back.
Hunt on the main stage last year, played the free stages before. Shovels and Rope, one of those shows. Just the other night we had JJ Gray. I mean, these are shows that you'd be paying $30, $40 for a ticket for in a club environment. You're seeing right here at Musikfest for free.
And Shovels and Rope in particular, that's my bet for that band 5 years from now.
Absolutely.
That you're going to be like, I can't believe we saw them for free.
Americana, acoustic sound, husband-wife duo, fantastic music.
Yeah, playing a lot of indie rock festivals right now. They're going to be at Air Products America Plots at the Levitt Pavilion Steel Stacks tonight. To me, that is a can't-miss show for sure.
Looking forward. I'll be there. When we're not discoing, we'll be there.
You have no choice but to be there.
We'll be everywhere.
Yeah, right? Like everybody watching from home, they've got so many choices, 17 different stages to choose from. They can go to the main stage. You have to be there. It's not impressive.
But it's not work.
No, not at all.
It's a joy.
It is. It truly is.
It never gets old. It's true.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious. You get tons of feedback from people about all the bands that you see, but not a lot of people realize you have a committee of volunteers that help you review every single submission. Bands submit every year. We get 2,000 plus submissions, and we have to go through them all. So what's that process
That's a great question, John. It's a year-long process with a 20-person all-volunteer team of community members just like you who listen to some of these submissions, these bands who are interested to play Musikfest, kind of say, this would work. I could see this at Leader Plots. I could see this at Fest Plots. And guide a great staff of about a half dozen of us who book bands into the festival year long. It takes the whole village to make it happen.
So I know the answer to this question already, but I think it's super interesting. And for those bands that are watching at home that are hoping to make the jump and get onto the festival lineup, when you get those submissions, what are you looking for? What's in a good submission package?
A great live show, ultimately. This is a live music festival, and people are coming out to have a great time. So we're looking for quality musicianship and professionalism, that people are following this band, that they have interest, they're regularly touring. Ultimately, we're looking for that spark, that special something. You see it at home on SEN's coverage every day that takes a regular concert to a magical experience for the community.
And I think to be very clear, when we say you're looking for a great live show, one of the things the team and the volunteers love to see is footage of your band playing live.
Very important.
Like, we love the audio, we love the music videos, but to be able to understand the type of show that you're putting on and what a live performance is, that's what I would recommend to bands that are looking to take that next step, not only for Musikfest, but I think in general as they're looking to expand their touring and look to get more gigs.
Absolutely. Making an investment in yourself as an artist will pay off in your career, and getting that high quality footage of a live show, so important.
Okay, so we don't have a ton of time, and Patrick, I know you've got to get out there. You got to get your tail on the trail, like we learned about today.
I got to get eating.
There's
so much to do today.
That's what I've got to get to.
17 stages that I got to get to?
Yeah, but I'm wondering, okay, so we highlighted some of the must-sees, right? Obviously, those headliners.
Sure.
Do you have any hidden gems or any maybe flying below the radar that you want to give a shout out to real quick?
Absolutely. I'll say this. It's actually not even a musical artist, but at Steel Stacks, there's an art installation called Loop. These giant cylinders that you can sit inside and power an old-time film diorama going around you. I think those are so cool, great for kids, great for families, a lot of great social media pictures out of them. That's pretty cool. So I like that. And also, I'd be remiss to not say the ABBA tribute tonight. I'm a fan of that one too.
I've heard more people hyped about that ABBA tribute than I would have ever imagined.
Here's the whole staff is excited. When the staff is excited about a show, you know it's legit.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Loop, of course, coming to us from our friends at Krios, an amazing performing arts organization. I believe they're from Canada.
That's right, Toronto.
Right, and they tour these amazing installations. You may remember Prismatica a few years back. Those giant iridescent light-up prisms that you could spin. That was one of theirs. Loop, obviously, a new one, taking it to the next level because you actually get into the art and interact with it physically.
That's what I like to do. Like to be an immersive experience here. Just like the concerts are. Just the Easton brass band parading down Main Street, right? And inviting anyone to come up with a tambourine. Or you're asking about, hidden gems, Happy Landings and Hotel Fiction, both coming up on Sunday the 14th. So much stuff across the festival. How do we get it all in?
I don't know.
One show at a time, right here on Service Electric.
I guess, absolutely. Well, we got to step aside and take a break. Patrick, I can't thank you enough for finding time. And of course, while you're at the festival, if you see Patrick walking around, make sure you stop him and yell, "I know you, you're Patrick! John told me to yell at you!" That's what I want you to do
best friend right
when
here.
you see him walking around the festival. Patrick Brogan, ArtsQuest. We're taking a break. When we come back, we have a musical guest. So excited to start off our Musikfest coverage with some live music. Stick around, don't go anywhere. Remember to yell at Patrick when you see him.
Bye, John Food.
That too. Greetings from Bethlehem, all you watching at home. Of course, we are live under the bridge at Wells Fargo Festplatz from Camp SEN, your exclusive home for live coverage of Musikfest 2022. I'm Jon Lunger, joined by the one and only Erin Kelly. Erin, thank you so much for stopping by.
I'm good to see you again.
We actually had a chance to sit down before the fest. You probably saw it in Sports Scene here on SEN. You did some amazing performances for us then. You're going to do another song for us now. But let's talk Musikfest.
Yes.
How hype are you to be playing at the fest again today? And where are you going to be playing? That's the important part.
Of course, I'm very excited.
Make sure you get in there because we got the band behind us. So.
Yes. So, I'm going to be at Plaza Tropical. I have a full band with me. That's going to be from 3:30 to 5. We're really looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun show.
And we're going to have it live here on Channel 502, of course. Service Electric, the home. 902. I'm having a brain fart because it's Thursday of Musikfest.
It's a morning.
It's true. So what have you seen at the festival so far? Obviously, you're performing. Have you seen anything that was awesome?
I've tried to get around. I haven't had much time yet, but I did see Garden State Radio. They were awesome.
Incredible.
Yes, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, we love having them here at Wells Fargo Festplatz. They absolutely tear the roof off of it every year. So good. Have you eaten anything, though? I got to ask. I'm contractually obligated to ask.
I did. So I always get Take a Taco. But I got, what are they called, the tropical noodles?
The island noodles.
Island noodles,
yeah.
Yes. I actually tried those, and I got it twice. It was amazing.
It is. I mean, the festival classics are classics for a reason. Certainly, Shucks, the legendary corn, island noodles, not far behind them. You got to have it at least once every year. I'm jealous that you had to have it for the first time. I think it's been a decade, and I didn't get to experience that joy of like, holy cow, this is amazing. I get it. So very, very cool. But you have a song for us, right?
I do.
What are you going to be playing?
Take Me Home, Country Roads.
Well, I'm familiar with that. Why that song? What made you want to do it?
Well, it's part of our set. I figured I would just play one that give you a little sneak peek of what we're gonna do without the full band.
Yeah, I love that. A little acoustic preview of what you can expect from Erin Kelly's full band set later today. Let's take it away.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, rich mountains and Shenandoah River. Life is so there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, flowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home down country roads. My memories gather around her, miner's lady, stranger to the water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my country roads. Take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, country roads. I hear a voice in the morning now, she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads won't take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, home out in mama, take me home. Down country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. To West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Down country roads, take me home. Down country roads, take me home. Down country roads.
Erin Kelly playing Country Roads Take Me Home. Erin, that was amazing!
Thank you.
Holy cow. I'm a relatively tall guy, and standing next to you, I can't believe the voice that comes out of you every time I hear you sing. I'm absolutely blown away. So thank you so much for sharing that with us today.
Yeah, of course.
Remind our viewers watching at home how they can learn more about all your upcoming shows and music.
The best way to find my music and my shows is to go to my website, erinkellymusic.com. You can find all my social media platforms there. And there's also a lot of information on the Musikfest app as well.
Oh,
So go
thank
check that
God.
out. You're
Look
welcome.
at that. She's taking my job as I fall backwards. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the free Musikfest app powered by
Yeah.
PNC. You're going to want to get on there, schedule yourself, make your custom thing, flag Erin, make sure you don't miss the set today. And of course, make sure you come down today to see her or tune in today. We'll have the full band set live here on Service Electric. Erin, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been so fun. I can't wait to see your set today. And I can't wait for the fest to start in earnest today. But before it does, I would be remiss if I didn't take some time to wish our very own Christy Fulkerson a happy 74th birthday. Christy, of course, turning 74 years young today. When you see her at the fest, make sure to congratulate her. We tried to get her to retire, but she's having too much fun working here at the fest. I think she's going to be here her entire life. She's definitely right off stage scowling at me right now. And you know what? I earned it, and that's okay. Spoiler alert, she's not 74, but you already knew that. But we love you, Christy. Happy birthday. She'll be up here with Dan just in a second to kick off the start of Thursday at Musikfest. Of course, you won't want to miss a thing. Stay tuned here on Service Electric. We've got bands all day, and of course amazing behind the scenes things of me eating, or yesterday we learned so much about Big Will and the Warden all the way up here from New Orleans. So don't go anywhere. Happy birthday, Christy. We will see you here in a few minutes for the formal start of the day live here on Camp SEN.